Happy Saturday. This is Jeannie, and it's happy May 1st. I'm here to do a recap of my crafty goals from the month of April. And if you would care to join us, setting goals is a good thing. I started this 2 years ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, and with Amalia, who is Cool Cakes and Craft here on YouTube. And I loved it because I was not really getting a whole lot done. I was still buying craft stuff, but I was not getting a lot accomplished. And with making a goal, it does really help you, kind of spur you on. So I'm glad that I did it. I'm continuing to do it every month only because it does help me to get things done that I hadn't been doing. So here we go. So for the month of April, one of my goals was to make 6 to 12 cards per month, and I definitely did that. I made 7 cards, so let me write that number down here. And I unfortunately have them all mailed out already because this was a swap that I was in. And let's see if I can get that to clear. There we go. And so I'm still working through some paper that I have from SEI. A lot of you that have been scrapbooking for a long time or buying scrapbook paper will remember that company. And but anyway, so some of this paper is not some, all this paper is from that company, except for the little watering can and flowers. That's just a recollection paper from Michael's, and I cut everything out using my Cricut. And I'm trying to remember, I think this, I can't remember, I want to say it was Kate. Oh, I can't remember the name of the Cricut cartridge, but it's Kate something. And I need to look it up. Anyway, so I got 7 of those cards made, and this was, like I said, in a swap, and it was to use something with a container. And so that was my idea. And the little sweet is a old Cuttlebug embossing folder that I had, and I also cut the background right behind the can with a Jean and Marie Designs nesting die that has a stitch around the edge of it. So those were my cards that I made. So send cards or rack or swap 4 to 6 a month. And I actually did 14 cards and swap. 7 of them were swap, and the other 7 were birthday cards and stuff that I had sent out. Clean and reorganize. I got to 1 week where I was able to do that. I'm definitely putting stuff away instead of leaving it out, which I'm able to do because I'm down in a basement. Yeah, but that's kind of an issue because you leave stuff out and it never gets put away and you're just constantly tripping over it. So I am doing better on that. Use up stash, buy less, and destash. There was Art Impressions had a lot of stamp sales going on, and so I had been wanting a lot of watercolor stamps I can use in watercoloring. And so I bought a lot of those. So look for some cards made with those. And I have been destashing. I destashed some books this past month. I'm still, trying to, that's how I'm reorganizing my room, is I'm destashing a lot because I need to move on. If stuff is not being used, I need to move on and let somebody else use it. So that was all for that. So I'm doing better. And scrapbook pages, Zippo. I can't tell you, last 2 months, I just have not been in the frame of mind to be able to do it. And only because I will show you. Let's see here. So years ago, I started out with Creative Memories. Dear friend of mine, 1996. Dear friend of mine was selling it. I bought into it, bought a lot of albums, did the fun part of decorating the pages. This was an 8.5 by 11 or 8 by 10 album. And I enjoyed it, but you know, you got away from doing this kind of designing, all this white space, I think really kind of can irk some people. So there were some changes that needed to be made. So even though I still have a lot of those albums and have bought a lot of that stuff, I then went from Creative Memories to Stampin' Up. And again, I had a dear friend who loved to do scrapbook pages with her Stampin' Up stamps. And so I would go to Stamp Club and we would make these pages. This was a page that I decorated, another one that I did. But a lot of times it would be a page that we did it at Stamp Club, and then I would come home and fit my pictures in where I needed to fit them in. So it would be like this, you know, I would have made a page like that. So again, some of these I haven't even went back to fill up, but I enjoyed doing it like that, and then I started kind of doing my own thing. So I got to go back in 2006. So that's how long it's been. But you can probably recognize, if you know Stampin' Up, you probably recognize a lot of these stamps. Page I did on my own. So anyway, that was Becky Higgins, I believe. Becky Higgins is who I want to credit that album to. And then Project Life came on the line, and I bought into that. And to make a long story short, this was a Christmas pages. Oh, just a moment. Sorry, it was a phone call from my daughter. Anyway, so with the advent of Project Life then, you know, this was a Christmas album. So this, you know, got the Christmas cards and just putting in for that particular year. I like that. I like the idea of being able to just plop a picture in, plop a card in, and do some journaling at some point. That journaling hasn't happened yet. But with the D-rings, I like that you can take pictures out and move them around as you need to. But again, it got to a point where I went, I just don't know if I want to continue using this way of scrapbooking. So with that, then, with my grandchildren, I just started doing albums for them. Again, using the D-ring, but I'm using the 12 by 12 pocket pages where I'm doing a page, plopping it in, got the other side, can plop it in. Anyway, you know, these are all pages. These are pages that I've done. And this is my grandson who now just turned 3. And so I have enjoyed that. I've enjoyed doing that. I actually like, there's something in everything. You know, in each one of those I liked at certain times, but I haven't gotten back to it because I can't decide what I want to do. So there you go. So I'm working on that. That's my goal for this coming month, is I really got to make a conscious effort. I've bought a lot of these things, Project Life, Creative Memories. I want to use them. I cannot not use them, or I need to sell them and destash them. So that's a big decision. So if you guys have any words of wisdom how I can combine a couple of them, that would be great. I'd love that. And again, if you would like to join us for hashtag Craftygoals, that's all you have to do. And please join us, because it's been great, because for me, I was not getting a lot done. I now am accomplishing a lot more than I had been. So I'm very pleased with that. And I just continue. All right. So I hope you all have a wonderful May Day, and enjoy your month. And hopefully we'll see you again. Have a wonderful day. Bye.